Have you heard of someone super smart, like a doctor, an engineer, or even a finance expert getting scammed? Sounds crazy, right? But it happens a lot. In just 5 years, Malaysians have lost over 11.2 billion ringgit to scammers. And here's the wild part. These scams aren't new. They've just gotten smarter. So why do even sharpest minds keep falling for them? Let's talk about it. And more importantly, let's make sure you don't become the next victim. Here's the thing. Scammers haven't come up with anything new. They're just upgrading their tactics to stay ahead of the game. And the more people get educated about scams, the more scammers find sneaky new ways to fool them. So how do they do it? Here are the 3 ways scammers have to level up. First of all is the AI-powered deception. AI is a game changer. It can do incredible things like create deep fake videos that look almost real. Scammers use this tech to create fake videos of CEOs or famous people endorsing their fake investments. You might see an ad with someone you trust saying, "This is a great opportunity." But guess what? The video could be 100% fake. Even the Securities Commission Malaysia has warned people about AI-generated content being used to scam investors. Scammers are continually evolving, employing sophisticated tactics to deceive even the most discerning individuals. They utilize AI-generated deepfake videos to impersonate trusted figures, clone reputable firms like Pantheon Ventures, and even mimic IPO offers to lend credibility to their schemes. To give you another example, in January 2025, an AI-generated video featuring Datuk Dr. Wee Ka Siong promoting an investment scheme made its round, deceiving many before it was debunked. The second new way that they do is fake apps and websites. The digital age has made it easier for scammers to create counterfeit online platforms that closely resembles legitimate ones. In a recent case, a company director from Shah Alam lost 2.1 million ringgit through what he believed was a registered cryptocurrency exchange. The platform looked authentic, but was actually a phishing site designed to steal funds. The victim was lured by promises of high returns and invested substantial amounts into it before realizing the platform's fraudulent nature. And the third new way that scammers are doing, social media algorithm. Social media platforms have become fertile grounds for scammers. By exploiting algorithms that target users based on their interests and behaviors, fraudsters can disseminate deceptive advertisements widely. In 2024, a staggering 82% of investment scams in Malaysia originated from social media platforms. Telegram led with 1,500 cases, followed by Facebook with over 1,000 cases, and WhatsApp with also roughly around the same cases. These platforms' vast reach and the trust users place in them make them ideal channels for fraudulent schemes. Even platforms dedicated to financial education are not immune. Our very own channel, Mr. Money TV, has faced instances where scammers use our brand to promote false advertisements. Fraudulent ads mislead viewers into believing they are endorsed by us, underscoring the importance of vigilance and verification. These sophisticated methods exploit psychological factors, making it imperative to understand the underlying reasons why even the smartest individuals can fall victim to such scams. Consider the case of Ken Wong, a 40-year-old former finance officer from KL. In November 2024, Ken encountered an investment advertisement on social media promising high returns and offering guidance for profitable investments. Despite nearly a decade of experience in the investment world, he was enticed by the prospect of substantial gains. After clicking on the provided link, he entered a chat room and was persuaded to invest through an online platform. Initially, he successfully withdrew a dividend of about 5,000 ringgit, which convinced him of the platform's legitimacy. However, as he continued to invest, the platform displayed profitable returns that he could not withdraw. Eventually, he was urged to invest 1.5 million ringgit in an IPO of a foreign company. Realizing he had been scammed, Ken reported a total loss of 450,000, having made 23 money transfer transactions into various bank accounts since July that year. Ken's experience is far from isolated. In 2023, Malaysians lost 846 million ringgit to investment scams, nearly doubled from the previous year's losses. Since 2021, a total of 18,767 victims have been duped, with losses amounting to over 1.8 billion ringgit. Despite repeated reminders from authorities to stay vigilant against investment offers advertised on social media and other platforms, unsuspecting individuals continue to fall prey into non-existent investment schemes. It's not because they're stupid, it's because scammers know how human psychology works. They exploit behavioral finance, a field of study that explains why people make irrational financial decisions, even when they know better. Behavioral finance is an extension of psychology that helps us understand why people make irrational financial decisions. Unlike traditional finance, which assumes that investors are logical and always act in their best interests, behavioral finance acknowledges that emotions, biases, and cognitive errors cloud judgment, especially when money is involved. Think Think about it. Why do some investors panic and sell stocks at the worst possible time? Why do people fall for get-rich-quick schemes when they know deep down that nothing in life is guaranteed? Why do smart individuals who meticulously analyze data in their jobs blindly trust a random online experts promising high returns? Academics and finance professionals study these behaviors to better understand decision-making in the real world. Traders use behavioral finance to recognize when their emotions are influencing their investments. Governments and regulators use it to design policies that protect consumers from making impulsive financial choices. Even corporate executives apply behavioral finance principles to predict how market sentiment affects stock prices. If you follow our channel long enough, you may recall that Peter from Mr. Money TV often says I am a person with very little emotion, almost unable to gauge my feelings occasionally. Well, I suppose it was partly due to my professional training as an investment banker in my past career. We were trained to identify the emotions that could potentially affect our judgment when making investment decisions and quickly suppress them to avoid painful mistakes. And so what I would like to do is to share some of my learnings and help you stay calm and focused when encountering potential investment scams. There are 4 major behavioral finance theories that explain why even smart investors keep falling for scams. Number 1, the overconfidence bias, the illusion that you are too smart to be scammed. The second one, herd mentality, the fear of missing out just because everyone else is investing. The third reason, recency bias, the belief that past investment success means future success is guaranteed. And the fourth one, FOMO, fear of missing out, the urgency that makes you act before you even think. Scammers exploit these psychological weaknesses to their advantage, crafting schemes that tap into the very biases that make us feel confident in our choices. And the moment you think this won't happen to me, you have already become their ideal target. Overconfidence bias is when people think they are better at something than they actually are. Smart professionals like finance officers or doctors believe they can't be fooled because they are good at making decisions. But that's exactly why scammers target them. They trust themselves too much to double check. This is precisely what scammers prey on. They target educated professionals because these individuals believe they are too financially literate to be tricked. The irony, the smarter you are, the easier it is to manipulate you because you think you are immune. Let's take the real-life case of Affin Hwang, a former finance officer from KL. With nearly a decade of experience in finance, Ken thought he could easily recognize a legitimate investment opportunity. But when he came across an investment platform that seemed to offer exclusive guidance, he trusted his own judgment without verifying the platform's legitimacy. Initially, Ken even managed to withdraw 5,000 ringgit in profits, reinforcing his belief that the investment was real. That's another trick that scammers use, giving small early payout to build trust. As soon as Ken becomes comfortable and invested larger sums, the platform froze his withdrawals and demanded more money. By the time he realized the deception, he had lost 450,000 ringgit. So, the smarter you think you are, the more cautious you need to be. Always cross-check investments with licensed financial professionals, no matter how confident you feel. If an investment opportunity seems too good to be true, assume it's a scam until proven otherwise. Now, humans, we are wired to follow crowd. It's a survival instinct. If a larger group of people is running in one direction, your brain assumes they must know something that you don't. This is why herd mentality is so powerful in investing and why it's a scammer's best friend. Ever notice how most investment schemes create fake hype? They use social media, WhatsApp groups, and even deepfake videos to make it seem like thousands of people are making money from their scheme. And the more people you see winning, the harder it is to resist joining. Take the case of a 57-year-old man from JB. He was added to a WhatsApp investment group where investors kept posting screenshots of massive profits. He saw real conversations, success stories, and live updates on people making money. It looked legitimate. What he didn't know was that most of the people in the group were scammers pretending to be investors. By the time he realized the truth, he had transferred 224,000 ringgit into the scheme, money that he could never recover. Just don't assume something is legitimate just because many people seem to be involved. Scammers fake credibility by creating artificial buzz. Always verify investment platforms independently, not based on what a group of people is saying. Recency bias is when we assume recent trend will continue. If something has worked in the past, we naturally believe it will keep working. But in investing, past performance is never a guarantee of future success. Scammers use recency bias to create a false sense of security. They show you previous successful payouts, real-time profit screenshots, and testimonials from people who cash out big. This tricks your brain into believing that the investment is stable and reliable. A perfect example of this was the iPay88 scam in Malaysia. Now, iPay88 is a legitimate online payment platform, but in 2022, scammers hijacked its reputation by using a security breach to launch fake investment opportunities that seem trustworthy. Victims assumed that because iPay88 had always been a reliable brand, this particular investment must be safe too. They didn't realize that scammers were using the company's name to run an entirely fake investment scheme. Just because something worked before doesn't mean it will work again. So always question who controls the investment. Is the company actually behind this, or is someone just using their name? Have I personally verified this with regulators like the Securities Commission? Okay, the last one. FOMO is one of the strongest psychological forces in investing. It makes you feel like if you don't act fast, you'll miss a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Scammers use this urgency tactic to bypass your logical thinking. They pressure you with phrases like,
"Only 10 VIP slots left. This special offer expires at midnight. Exclusive pre-IPO investment opportunity. Act now."
Once you feel time pressure, your brain switches off rational thinking and jumps into action mode. And that's exactly when scammers strike. Take the Pantheon Ventures scam in 2024. Scammers cloned a real investment firm, making it look like Pantheon was offering a private IPO investment. They built an entirely fake website, used professional-looking documents, and even ran Facebook ads targeting high-net-worth individuals. The pitch? A limited time chance to invest in a global IPO. Many investors felt pressure to act fast. They wired large sums of money, only to realize later that the entire opportunity was fake. Scammers want you to feel rushed so you don't think critically. Take your time before making any investment decision. If an investment can't wait 24 hours, that one's probably a scam. Another essential tool is the investment checker by the Securities Commission Malaysia. Available at this website below, this free tool here allows you to verify whether a particular investment scheme or company is registered and authorized. Every time you're offered an investment opportunity, make it a habit to check first before you invest. We know scammers may be getting smarter, but so can you. The best defense against investment fraud is a combination of skepticism, verification, and proactive due diligence. One of the best tools available to Malaysian investors is jangankenascam.com. This website serves as a crucial resource for identifying fraudulent schemes, educating the public about common scams, and providing updates on newly emerging fraud tactics. Before you commit to any investment, check this website to see if similar scams have been reported. Also, Jangan Kena Scam is a nationwide campaign by banks in Malaysia. And when in doubt, always ask yourself, is this good to be true? Legitimate investments will never promise you 400% daily returns or risk-free profits. If an offer sounds impossibly lucrative, that's your first red flag. It's likely a scam. Finally, always verify with authorities. Cross-check with Bank Negara Malaysia or Securities Commission Malaysia before parting with your money. Recently, the SC took action against a syndicate cloning Pantheon Ventures. Actually, Pantheon Ventures is a real UK investment firm that had no ties with the scam. Scammers these days, they aren't just tricking naive investors anymore. They're exploiting human psychology. The smarter you are, the more sophisticated their tactics become. So the next time you come across an investment opportunity, ask yourself, am I confident? Am I investing just because everyone else is? Am I assuming past success guarantees future success? Am I being rushed into acting fast? The next scam is likely to look very different, but the psychological tricks will always stay the same. So for you, stay skeptical, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. See you in the next video.